Hi, Miss Winwillows. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm good. Is it okay to call you Miss Winwells, or do you prefer your first name?
Probably prefer my first name. You could just call me Jalissa.
Delissa?
Hmm.
Okay. So you can call me Alex if you're comfortable using my first name. If you're not, Mrs. Ashworth is also fine with me. But before we jumped in to talk about what you needed to talk about today, I wanted to just take a few minutes to explain our sessions, okay? And how they're set up and go over logistics and confidentiality really quick, okay? I promise it's not going to take up too much of our time.
Okay.
So typically our meetings are going to be about 50 minutes once a week. And then today specifically, it's going to be a little bit longer because I do want to spend more time just getting to know you without rushing. Okay.
Okay.
And then I will also be sending out reminders for each session a day before, just to give you time to cancel because I do require a 24-hour cancellation. If you don't cancel within that time frame, it does charge you, unfortunately. So I do like to send out that reminder 24 hours before the appointment, okay? Just because
Okay.
I know life happens and, you know, it can get crazy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Alrighty, cool. And then I just wanted to talk about confidentiality. Are you familiar with confidentiality?
More
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Okay. I do have to go over this. I want to say first off, I am a mandated reporter. What that means is that if you share any information that suggests to me that there's a current or past abuse or neglect of a child, elderly person, or dependent adult, I am legally required to report that to the authorities, as well as if you are sharing something that suggests that you're at risk of seriously harming yourself or others. I do have to report that as well, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And then another thing is if I am subpoenaed to hand over our notes to a judge, I do have to share all the notes within our sessions to a judge, but I will make every effort to let you know about that before I do it, okay?
Okay.
And then lastly, but not least, I do have some clients who would like their primary doctors to be aware of what's going on in our sessions. If you wanted to do that and move forward with that, I just need you to sign a release of confidentiality, okay?
All right.
Alrighty. And I am also a trainee therapist, which just means I'm working towards my licensure. Um, so I have a supervisor who is above me, and I go to them for advice and tools and resources to better myself as a therapist. For
Hmm.
my clients, they do not know any information in regards to like identifying factors like your name and date of birth and things of that nature.
Hmm.
But I did want you to make you aware of that, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And then I do want to talk about my goal for today. I know I'm doing a lot of talking right now, just getting over those logistics and hurdles like that, but I'm
Hmm.
gonna give you the floor here in a second. I want to listen to you, hear about what you're going through, and then if I have any questions or need clarifications, I will ask. And then I would love for you to also ask any questions. This is a collaborative session, which means me and you are both hopefully going to put in the same amount of work, okay? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, awesome. So, just a tool I like to give everybody in our first session is there's not always going to be moments that I'm able to be reached outside of session. So if there's an emergency, I will give you the correct information at the end of the session for authorities and appropriate actions to take in those cases. But if you have something weighing on you heavy throughout the week, I do recommend that you jot it down in your phone or something so you can remember to bring it up in the session and so you don't forget throughout the week because a ton of stuff does happen. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So whenever you're ready, I'd love to know why you came in today. And the floor is yours.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is my first time in therapy.
Okay.
It's something I wanted to do for like a long time, but I just kind of never got around to it. I never grew up really with like therapy or seeing people go to therapy, so it's kind of like a very new and foreign thing to me.
Right, look at you. You're breaking barriers, but you're breaking past things that are out of your norm, maybe in your family or around you. So
Mhm.
congratulations on taking the first step.
Hmm. Yeah, but I'm feeling a lot of disappointment. Um I've wanted to be a therapist for like the longest time ever. And I applied to a grad school I really wanted to go to, but I didn't get in, and
Oh.
it's the only option I have. Um, so yeah, I just that's really kind of brought me down a lot.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. First off, I completely understand where you're coming from. You know, that is a very frustrating place to be in. I want to know a little bit about your background. So, why did you want to become a therapist?
Well, you know, it kind of just always felt like a natural path for me.
Okay.
Um, I'm sure like every clinician that you've spoken with says the same thing where their friends always told them that they should go into the field. You know, like you're always that friend that's like the open ear for somebody else, you know? And like even within my family, I was always like that, like kind of like the mediator.
Okay.
So it kind of just always came natural to me. I guess that's how I chose that path.
Yeah, that is very familiar. I'm very familiar with that.
Hmm.
A lot of people tend to tell people who become therapists that, you know, that's their calling. They're easy to talk to.
Hmm.
Have you found that you can talk to other people as well as easily as people tell you that they can talk to you?
Sometimes,
Okay.
I know I definitely do like have some issues like with feeling like safe in like maybe like a group setting where I'm able to like speak openly or maybe just more so like self-awareness.
Okay.
Yeah.
What group settings are you involved in currently?
Actually, I'm well, not lately. I haven't been going to church. But like I'm involved in my church. I love to help out with normally I love to help out with like the youth groups there. I have a lot of friends there as well. I kind of just like help coordinate events and stuff there as well.
Yeah, so you mentioned you're not going to church recently.
Mhm. Yeah.
What prompted that change?
You know, I've really been like isolating myself since I've really been feeling like these disappointments like weigh heavy on me.
Yeah.
I honestly just feel like I'm a disappointment. Like I'm lost.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it sounds like this finding out you didn't get into graduate school has shaken your life. It's shaken the direction you thought your life was going to go to.
Hmm.
Especially since what I'm hearing is that being a therapist has been such an important goal for you.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Hmm. I'm wondering, is there other graduate schools available to you, or this one, what made this one so important?
I did like it's like a continuing from my undergrad. So I kind of just wanted to continue with this with the same school.
Okay.
Um yeah, I'm really frustrated because I don't know why. I don't understand why I didn't get in. I like done have done all the work. I've
Right.
put in all like the effort it takes.
Mhm.
And I just see like some of my peers that maybe don't take all those extra steps or have the passion within them to be in this field and are getting into like school like nothing.
Oh, wow. So, um, it sounds like you're carrying a lot of disappointment towards not getting into school, and it almost sounds like when you talked about your peers that
Hmm.
you're comparing yourself to their journey. Do you
Yeah.
do you see that a bit?
Yeah, I could see that. Hmm.
And I can hear in your voice when you're talking about, you know, sitting with the fact that you didn't get into graduate school and your peers may have. Um, it just feels so heavy. It looks like it's sitting heavy with you. Your voice is getting quieter, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
so I can sense that you're feeling a lot of sadness over this situation.
Hmm.
Um, so you said that you're experiencing, you know, disappointment with not getting into graduate school. Um,
Hmm.
and you're it sounds like you're comparing yourself to your peers.
Hmm.
What does disappointment look like to you personally? Like, what does that mean for you to be disappointed in yourself?
It's just like a feeling that I just cannot stand. Um, Honestly, I have like kind of a hard time connecting myself with my feelings. That's probably also why I need to be in therapy and I haven't been all this time. I mean, nobody in my family really talks about their feelings either.
Okay.
Um, uh, what was the question one more time?
How does what does disappointment mean to you personally? Like, what does it mean
Um,
for you to be disappointed in yourself? Or if, from an outside perspective, if someone were to say, I'm disappointed in you, what would that mean to you?
mm, Interesting that you say that, that, like the opposite, like getting it, like receiving that told to you. I just like it feels like just so like I don't know. I want to say like just like it just breaks me kind of.
Hmm.
But like the feeling of disappointment, I feel like it like lowers my like self-esteem and it just makes me feel really bad about myself.
So, have you shared this with anyone? Do you have an outlet to go to talk about what's happened?
I mean, I do have like some friends. Like I said, I don't really talk my feelings with my family.
So they're not
They're
aware.
they're not aware that I haven't gone into school, no.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-mm. But
And
like especially my feelings, no. Mm-mm.
okay. And do you think that the disappointment has something to do with your family? Like that's why you're not sharing things with them?
Probably, yeah. Like I know they didn't instill like this like pressure on me. I mean, there's always been an expectation to succeed to some degree, but it wasn't like this overbearing and overwhelming sensation. But I feel like I kind of put that on myself.
Okay.
I just have high standards for myself, I think.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that not getting accepted is it feels more than just a setback for you. It feels like it's calling into question like your abilities maybe. Um,
Mm-hmm. I
yeah.
could see that. Yeah.
So what would be the what would be the next step for you? Like how do you see um yourself moving out of disappointment into acceptance from this situation?
You know what? I really struggle with change. So I
Okay.
think like that's like probably a good place where like I would look for you for some guidance because I do struggle with accepting like maybe if it was like an issue with like family or an academic issue or like a family death or something. I do struggle with like that has been like a thing where I
Yeah.
struggle with that.
Yeah, and I would love to give you tools for these things. This is what therapy's about, you know, you come into a
Hmm.
space and you can begin to unravel, you know, your feelings with me and get you
Hmm.
to a place where you can hopefully do the same with your family because it seems like you put this pressure on yourself to succeed and now something has gotten right dead center in the midst of all of that. And now you can't move past that, you know?
Hmm.
So I would love to be able to continue to work through this and to continue to give you to hopefully get to a place where you're able to share your feelings with your family openly so you don't
Hmm.
have to go through this alone. Can I ask one more question
Yeah.
before we close out? Do you currently live with your family or do you live alone?
It's kind of so while I was at school, I was living away, so I'm just finishing graduating, but I'm supposed to move back in with them. It's kind
Okay.
of a little bit of hard because it's kind of in between and so much like uncertainty there, you know.
Yeah, and I notice like when you're talking about your family, your posture does shift. It seems like you do get a bit nervous when you're
Hmm.
talking about that.
Hmm.
Um,
You're totally right. Yep.
so can you just tell me what you're most worried about might happen if your family finds out?
Just that they'll feel like really disappointed in me and like I'm a failure. And
Mm.
I know, like I said, like maybe just not like living up to what they think I should be doing or expectations I should be placing on myself.
Yeah, that is definitely a tough place to be in. So, um, it sounds like you're torn between understanding that you have these big feelings and then also struggling with sharing those big feelings,
Hmm.
which seems like it's led you to isolate instead of reaching out because, that's naturally what it seems like you've done over your lifespan is just not shared your feelings. So I would really love to keep our sessions going. I would really love to talk to you about opening up a bit more and taking those chances to give other people an opportunity to be there for you as well, because people will surprise you.
Hmm.
You do not have
Hmm.
to be the only person that people can rely on. You can rely on other people as well. And so I would really love the opportunity to walk through that with you. Does that
Hmm.
sound good?
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
sound good.
Okay. So, um, I just wanted to close out this session. I just want to say thank you for coming in here today and thank you for taking this step. Even though you're struggling with sharing feelings, you did do that today. So you should be very proud of yourself for even taking that first step. It sounds like this experience with not getting into graduate school is very deep rooted in your identity and how you feel about yourself. So I would love to work with you to explore coping strategies, help you to find support systems, um, and talk about the next steps that align specifically with your cores and your values. Okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. Did you have any questions for me?
So like for a schedule, is it going to be like the same time or
Yes.
yeah?
Unless it doesn't work for you, do you have other dates that are better for you?
No, t today was good.
Today around the same time? Okay,
Hmm.
awesome. So I will send you today is Saturday, so I will send a reminder text on Friday, okay? Friday morning. So if
Okay.
anything changes, just let me know, okay?
All right. Sounds good.
Alrighty, awesome. You have a great rest of your day, okay?
Thank you, you too, Alex.
Bye.
Bye.